Knocking the Czech Benoni right out. Video 3, I like to call this one when they try to stop everything, when they're trying to stop both of our natural breaks on both f5 and b5. So first we see the very flexible bishop d3, and notice how the bishop is that connecting point to both of our critical breaks. Clever girl. Castles, h3. You're like, well, how is this going to stop everything? Knight e8, typical moves. So let's first go with g4, and now we see he's gotten that lockdown on the f5 square. But we're back to our questions. What trades do I want to make? That's right. Oh, excuse me so much. That is the trade we want to make, bugger 5. And when they let us, that's always a move to consider. We get rid of our bad bishop in the situation. And if f5 is getting hard to work with, where should we be trying to play? b5, we're playing for the break. a6. And he's ignoring us, so we're going to make this happen over here. Knight c7, really pushing it through. b5. And since we've gotten the open file, we're worried about him attacking, so with a knight on f8, it's really hard to make me. And then for some reason, instead of rook g1, white decides to castle here and just completely pitch the game. Black goes, well, if your king's going to be wide open, I'm happy to go into this with you. And as the position opens up, it gets ridiculous over here. And after queen check, f3, the best he's got is sacking the lady, and it's just, oh, with the rook lift too. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Okay, so overall, we're looking for that bishop g5. The rest of the game, I definitely think it could have been improved upon. We could have played some prophylaxis over here on the king side, but g4 is definitely not the main move. What we typically see after knight e8 is knight f3, and this idea is directly aimed against preventing bishop g5. So we continue with our typical development here, g6. He tickles the rook, and we say, well, I wanted my knight there anyway. Thank you for convincing me to make the right move. So now this is a much more effective way than that first variation because he's stopping bishop g5. So then we want to kind of look at b5, and b5 is hard to accomplish here. It takes a while. So this is the stopping point to go, all right. And the first time I ever saw this in a game was by Grandmaster Yasser Seirawan. And I saw this maneuver and I was like, wow, that takes a lot of time. But then I realized the nature of a closed position to where you have all day. We're eventually going to play for b5, but we want to have an active subterfuge here. We're waiting for him to castle queenside, and then we want to play b5. The main reason is, if he's castled queenside, his ability to play a4 just gets nixed, and he can't really stop b5. If a4 is played, and he plays like king e2, he can try to shut down everything. But we have another idea in the plan to maneuver with what we've got. And this plan is knight d7 to f6, you go king h8, and then knight g8 to get the bishop the fudge out. And that's what we're looking to do here. This is what we're going to do to use some time. So knight d7, knight f6, and we're going to go king h8 and knight g8 here if he lets us. And also, if he goes g5, I'm going to go knight f to h5, and I'm going to get the f4 square. So we're really shutting him down with this type of plan. He goes long, and now, again, we see that plan. King h8, we're thinking about it. And only now does black go, you know what? g5's not a threat, and h4 isn't a threat because I can take either way here. So I'm going to start my plan now. I'm going to start my attack. a6, let's go. And White realized the gig is up over here. He needs to get his pieces out of the way so he can start his pawns rolling. Me too. B5. There's our counterplay. And for a while, the engine hated this position for black, but now it's like, okay, I see you. So he's starting to go here, and let's shut it down. No more. GG. Your attack looked menacing. It's locked now. Flexible, running back over here. So you want to play F5? No. There is no playing F5. I'm going to get play over here, though, I promise. Grab. And we would have played knight b5 anyway, no matter what he did there. He's pressuring f7, so we pressure elsewhere, and then we simply cover it. No trades, I want to be able to attack. Get that pillar out of here, tickle, tickle. And notice it's just a continuation of the attack. All these are very, very natural moves. I didn't like bishop b8. I have to be honest, bishop g4 is definitely a major improvement on the game to where the engine is recommending doing this, and this is a roughly equal position for both sides. Very interesting. So bishop b8 was played, and this is like +3 for white if he finds knight f1 with this reroute. But rook f6 was played, and stuff is just going on. Like, you have to be prepared for this type of strategic battle in the Czech Benoni. And I'm, of course, going through this quickly because the purpose of this is to just give overviews for the opening and middle game plans. And as I'm speaking, it just gets nastier and nastier, but black is completely winning at this point. And it's disgusting when you're playing moves like rook h8. You just go, you're not going to mate me. You don't have any tricks here. And nothing doing, sir. Good day. Good day, sir. It's just over. And he stops it. He's going to take on d5. He's going to force trades, and he's going to be completely winning. And Raymond Keane, Eugene Torrey from 1980. We went in the Wayback Machine in that, and I have to say, I liked it. So nasty games, but overall, what are the plans? What are our major questions? What are our memory markers? What are we looking to remember? Structure, then plan, and you got it. That's your opening. Get it down.